Thanks for joining me again today at Grandma's Home Place. Today we're outside, as you can see, in the bright sun. It's toward the end of September, and today we need to do a little bit of fall cleanup in the garden. As you can see, if you can see that closely, the zinnias are spent. They've kind of done their thing, and I've left them, but I need to get things cleaned up in the event I want to plant something else. So we're gonna probably first I'll cut a few of the pretty ones, like this one still is pretty, that I could put a little pot of the last flowers inside. I have so enjoyed these, and if you've never planted flowers that you could cut and take inside, I encourage you to do that next year. It's too late to do it this year, but that has been so much fun for me, and to have fresh flowers inside is just a delight. So we're going to get at it, but first I'm going to take you around and just show you an overview of what the garden looks like now. Everything has just grown out of its beds, and it's really a mess. I'm not going to take out everything. In fact, I might also today harvest some more herbs because they're at the point of needing harvesting also. So come on and go along with me. So this is just one of the beds. As you can see, there are very tall zinnias. There are pepper plants in here, tomato plants, that's basil. And as you can see, the zinnias have just grown all out. They got so tall. This was a learning thing for me because I didn't know how big they would get. This bed, I will harvest some basil out of it, maybe some sage. The main one that we're going to work on today is this one, and as you can see, these zinnias, the leaves are beginning to die. There will be a few little flowers that I can cut and take inside. All right. I've got my wheelbarrow ready and my basket ready to harvest some flowers. That's my patch of strawberries, and the best I have heard, I don't need to do a thing really to them in our milder winters. I wanted to show you this bed though. It is still very lush and green. I am still harvesting tomatoes. I see a few on there that could be picked today. These are just tiny little tomatoes. They're not cherry tomatoes, kind of similar to a Campari if you have ever had those. But what I wanted to show you was, if you'll remember, I did the video with the bamboo trellis. Well, I did not have such great luck with it. Now, it held together, but it also broke. You can see right there where it just broke. It's not in half and it's still holding, but the weight of this tomato was just a little too much for it. Still have peppers. Still have marigolds. My little herb garden needs help. That's the medicinal. This is the one that I like to put medicinal herbs in. All right, let's get started over there. I did pick a pretty bouquet of flowers, and I'm going to pick that one bigger squash. I'm just still harvesting from it, and this is the one that I grew. It's kind of like a tree. I just kept cutting off the limbs from the bottom, and you can see there the squash. It still looks pretty good. and has blooms on it. Mission accomplished. All of the zinnias are cut from this one tiny little bed where they were all out over the edges. And I wanted this one particularly cleaned out because there are also saffron bulbs underneath, and I want them to be able to grow if they will. I hope the flowers on top didn't harm them. We did a little bit of pruning on some of the other tomatoes. So that's a walk through the fall garden. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you've learned a few things and get your gardens cleaned up and ready for spring when it comes. Y'all take care. Bye.